Hello everyone, today we are going to attempt a YouTube video, one of our first in a series. And what it's going to be is we're going to play Wartales here, but we're going to try to do it as just a single character. And with that, we're going to obviously have to start a new game. Now, with this, the best single character is going to be this Puglist. So it's always going to be Shipwreck Crew because the Puglist has a couple abilities that let them do a lot more damage a lot faster. So that's the one we're going to go with. And then we are going to have it where their critical damage is raised because we want to focus on getting those critical hits. And obviously, since they're going to be by themselves, we're going to want them with the carrying. Each companion is decreased. I'm going to have to look at a flaw here. Man. You know what? We can do it where we can reduce their happiness by one. Now, between the two here, there's a couple options we have. We have adapted exploration, which is going to be the one we're going to go to because the game will base off the troop that we have. So we have one guide. The game is going to be a little easier. If we do well, we're going to move over to region lock next time, but we're going to do adaptive first. And I know you guys are going to shun me, but I'm putting on Novus just for the first run. We can always adjust it later if things get too easy, and I'm putting on save mode for free because this is going to be a series, so we have to be able to save it often. Now with these, this is the character that matters. So obviously we're gonna name him Mr. CEO. That's gonna be his name. We'll randomize it a couple times. And there we go. That's Mr. CEO. This is the guy that's gonna be happy. Now obviously we want to raise that critical hit again. And then we're also going to raise his dexterity because that's going to raise the damage he can do. Now with that, when we put two positives, we have to put a negative. And with the negative, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it where he has to eat a little extra each day. Now up here for the utilities, the ones we want is we want this one. We want Wrath because when he weakens him enough with his basic, Wrath will allow us to get a free hit in to finish that off to make sure we are killing the enemies. Now, the rest of these guys here, the horse is probably going to be the only other unit here because we're not going to make it a war pony. It's just going to be there. There's not really a way we can kill it without making it a war pony. But these first three guys we can get rid of real quick. And all we have to do is really just start the game. Because what's going to happen is when we go in there, they're going to be forced to face somebody. Now it's very interesting because I'm not doing this live, so I'm not sure how this is going to come out in edits, so hopefully it comes out good. Alright, now it's the easiest thing we do. We got all the DLC stuff coming in. Can't really see all the other stuff because the DLC. There it is. So there's this guy. So what we're doing, this is a level 1 hoodlum. Now with this, it's going to take a while because this is where edits are gonna come in because we got to take these guys and we just kind of move them in to die. That's their job. I'm gonna have them come in and surround the guy. And oops, I didn't want to move from there, but that's okay because we can just do this. And then we're gonna end. Now with Mr. CEO, we're gonna get him over here so we can get in for the kill at the end. And now we just keep ending the turn until this guy kills all our enemies. This part I'm not gonna make you sit through. I'll probably edit this out at the end, because this is not something that matters for you guys. So it's going to take a while for this. So we're just going to pause the video and come back when they're dying. Now we're back for just a moment because the first character is going to die right here. Because what's going to happen is, now with that, he's poisoned and he's dying. So it's very simple. All I have to do is just end the turn. In the next round, this guy should wind up killing. There we go. One guy down. So now we'll come back. We're going to pause again for the next deaths. And death number 2 is about to happen right here. And then we'll be back for the 3rd death. Now, what looks like has been instantaneous deaths for you guys literally has taken about 5 minutes for each guy. So, but now we have Mr. CEO. He's by himself. We can come in and we can do the job we need to do. They're going to give us a little tutorial, thinking I've never played this game before. Oh, he's already starting off poison, so this might be around a game that ends already before it even begins. If it ends now, this will be the shortest YouTube video I have ever made. That isn't a YouTube short. I didn't mean to disengage, but there we go. Now right here, this is why we got that extra ability, because now he's weak enough, and we can make sure we kill him. So game's over, and our match has begun. Now, we could bury the bodies, but we're not going to. We're just going to, because they didn't matter. They're not significant to us, so there's no reason to bury. He's already tired. We went well into the night there. Now for this, it's going to be a little interesting because we have to do different jobs he has to work between to get things ready. And obviously the first job is going to be the tinkerer. But we have to feed him. There we go. First night is done. Now with this, we have a bunch of broken armor from the dead guys, but we're just going to sell that when we get to town.
Excuse me, but are you mercenary? By the all-seeing eye, what a relief. I don't think I would have survived another day.
Now this is new. I've never had this encounter.
Bandits attacked my caravan. I'm the only one who made it. I've been trying to reach Stromcat for 2 days now, but I am unarmed. And with these wolves around, I don't stand a chance. I'll give you all I was able to salvage after the attack, if you take me back to Stromcamp Market safe and sound.
Alright, so we just got an out. That's the first time I've ever had that instance happen. So we have a random merchant that wants us to take him to the town. Now each one of these little areas, there's like a little quest. And this one here wants me to recruit another horse. Which we will, because the horses aren't going to matter because we're not going to turn them into war horses. So, we're going to... Right here, he's going to tell you.
Many people don't shoe their ponies. It makes me want to pull out the little hair I have left. Tell you what. Buy a horse from us, and I'll throw in the horseshoes for free.
Yeah, so... We'll take this horse. Because the reason we gotta do it is because we have to do the quest. Thank you.
But for the eye's sake, use them on your new steed.
Yeah, obviously we're just gonna equip those. Now the horses are just gonna add to our encumbrance. They're not really gonna be truly part of the team. So it's gonna allow us to carry more stuff. That might be the way we can win this, because it's going to be very difficult to do it other ways. Now when we see this, it pops up. That's normal knowledge points. And we're going to do that first, actually. Running is going to be what we go with first.
Thank you for bringing me back to Stromcap in one piece. I'll just wait for another caravan. And I must thank you properly. I'll always keep you in my prayers to the all-seeing eye. That
was, like, I've never encountered that quest before.
I'll always keep you in my prayers to the...
That is pretty interesting. Please, now with her, she's going to ask for some food, and we want to give her food because later on what's going to happen is she's going to open up a stall for us to buy. she's gonna open up this little stuff. Now this one's a little different.
For a few crowns, I can polish your armor. Please. There we go. A little thank you for all the money.
All right. So now I knew that was gonna happen. He's gonna run off, but now I can chase him.
I can polish your armor for you. How did you find me? Oh, please don't hurt me.
Now normally I kill this guy, but this time because I'm only one dude and I want to try to avoid fights as much as we can. We're gonna leave him be. We're gonna let him stay, just because. We're gonna give him a chance. And this is where we're going to make most of our money. This is one of the DLCs where we can open up a tavern.
This fine building and just soak in. But the best part, mercenaries? The price. For a tiny
1 gold.
excellent
That's all it takes.
decision.
1 gold.
I'll leave you to your cleaner.
Now, we do have to clean up some stuff here. And this here, we have to actually change him to a woodcutter. This is where things are going to get interesting, because when you switch their profession, they have to stay that profession till they level up to at least the next stage. Otherwise, they lose all the experience they gained. So he's going to be a woodcutter till he becomes an apprentice and not a novice. I mean. Now for the tavern name, we're going to call it the One Man Tavern. Gonna be the One Man Tavern. Now we do have put a couple tables in here. We got our first little table. Now we do wanna put the wall torch, because this here is where we're gonna make most of our money in the game, because we have to cook this stuff. So we already have a barrel installed, so we have to go to staff. Now we do want a cook. We're actually going to hire both cooks, and we're going to hire 2. Actually, we're going to hire all these guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to assign them a cook, a brewer, a tavern keep, and the bouncer. That's going to be our setup. Now, it's not the best setup, but it does the trick. And then we got some recipes to place in. I always hit the exit button instead of confirm, and I do that on accident, and I don't know why. So that's going to be our menu. And boom, they're gonna cook. Because what's gonna happen now is these 2 people will make us food every day, which is going to come in super handy when it comes to building our tavern here. We're gonna grab 4 tables. That's what we're gonna put in. And with those, we got our tavern up and running. We're just gonna kind of move them around. It doesn't matter where they place. And let's get on to our first set of quests. We're gonna grab the quests here and see how well we do. As you see, everything is hard, so we're gonna have to fight some things that are hard, and these squads are going to be the ones that we have to fight, because we can't recruit anybody, and they're all over the place. So we're gonna take this one on first. Oops. They're gonna be up that way, so we're gonna go around here. And we got a guy we can get some experience from right here, at least. So as we come across enemies, we're gonna want to fight them. And one-on-one matches are like the preferred way to go in this, with just the one guy. Because as you see, these matches are gonna take a little while. Very long while. We're on turn 3. Now, if they take a super long while, I might pause and come back later, just because I don't want you guys to sit through some boring fights. And, hopefully that'll kill him. And there we go. Easy. Repairing is what's going to be the most costly thing, and I just realized we have to stop back at town. I forgot to get the materials to be on our trip out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Three Hairs Market.
Those
And with this,
refugees.
we're gonna
I
sell
understand there's a
all
war in Edoram,
this
but that
armor
doesn't
and
mean they
stuff
can
we
just help
don't need.
themselves.
And we are going to buy all this food. This food is going to be the most important resource
You touch
in
it,
this game
you
for
buy
us
it.
right now. Right. Now, if we take the roads, we should move a little bit faster. Eventually, like these areas here, there's going to be stories that pop up to finish each area. The biggest thing is each area has a boss, and that's going to be the more difficult thing to come across. Now, we should be close, yeah. We go through the woods here. Low on stamina. Probably going to be a take a night. There he is. That's the guy we have to go after. This is another chance to get experience. So we're going to actually go after both these since we're right here. Anytime they're red, it's a good chance to fight them.
We came to hunt for food for our families, but the animals here, their calls are enough to make your hair stand on end. I'm beginning to wonder if we did the right thing coming here. But now that we're here, we can't go back empty-handed.
Ah, it could be nice. So that's actually going to be nice there. Give them food.
All this? That's incredibly generous of you. With no more need to hunt, we'll be able to return home.
These pythons will come in handy because they're good for getting to a secret spot. So being able to take some stuff like that is going to turn into something good. Now this is our first fight. Let's see how well we do. I'm going to let you watch the fight as we go on. Maybe commentary. So this is where things are going to look a little hairy because he's got a lot of armor. And there's a good chance we're not going to win here. I'm going to go into a defensive stance here. And we're already dying. Now with that, there's nothing I can do besides... So... There is apparently no way to beat this game in one battle. Now it does let me retreat, but all my computers have perished. So we have nobody. And it's game over. So, I don't think we can beat it with one character. Thanks for watching. We're gonna go back into this. We're gonna try a couple other things. We'll give it another shot because I have a feeling we can beat this with one character, and I'm going to give it a chance. So stick around. If you like this, please leave a like. Thank you for watching. Bye.